Friday to you on this November 29th. We sure hope that you had a very happy Thanksgiving. It's great to be able to come together here on Virginia this morning as we get one step closer to another weekend. I'm Amy Lacey, and as always, I'm super jazzed to be here with Mr. Bill Bevins.
By the way, we're half price today.
Yes, we are. It is Black Friday after all.
Buy one, get one free, and we'll do that all day long. Wait a minute, it's already free. All right, never mind. Good morning to Amy, and hello to everyone who is watching us this morning. Amy, I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving with your family, and we are all so thankful and really just amazed to make it through another year and to be around people that you love.
Yeah, we have so much to be grateful for, and it is just really, really, really special that we have a unique opportunity to fill you in on all the community events, tell you what's hot and happening in and around Central Virginia.
Absolutely going to do it, and you know, we're one bean casserole away from another weekend. Yeah, the leftovers start today. Do people still go out and do the whole shopping thing?
They still do.
Yeah.
I don't do that, but a lot of people love it. It's just really, I think it's more tradition than savings for a lot of people, because it's something that maybe if your sister's in town, you haven't seen her in a while.
Let's go,
You go on out at 4 o'clock in the morning, stand in line, and you're the first one through the door, maybe. Or you might be the 15th person through the door. You never know. People do it.
I would go out for breakfast. That would be it.
People still do it. I mean, it's a thing.
Okay, well, I hope everybody's having a great time today. All right, bateau, changing gears just a little bit. Bateau, what is that?
It's the French word for boat, Bill.
Oh, okay, boat bill. All right, in this week's Discover with Dave series, Dave Parker takes us on a tour and tells us all about the James River Bateau Festival that's coming up. Well, the festival's not coming up, but we'll have the story in our second half hour.
And we enjoy being everywhere you are, whether you're in town or you head out of town for a fun destination. We always enjoy seeing your life's adventures like this. Take a look. This is one picture. One of our viewers sent it in. Beautiful.
Oh, that's from a while ago, but it's still gorgeous. Look
we will
at that.
share the details and take a look at a few more still to come in our show this morning.
And for decades, Americans have come to embrace this Friday after Thanksgiving, as we were talking about, Black Friday, and the following Monday as Cyber Monday. 'Tis the season of shopping. Emmy Award-winning consumer tech columnist Jennifer Jolly shares some great gift ideas. That's coming up in just a few minutes. All right, we're good to go? Here we go, folks. Amy, prior to the popularity of ordering online, have you ever been part of that frenzy going out in the middle of the night? Some folks, I had a sister-in-law that was at the store at 12:01 a.m.
My
a couple of Thanksgivings, and I'm like, really?
That's a lot. I mean, like I said, it does become tradition for a lot of people, that Black Friday shopping experience. You asked me if I've ever done it. Yes and no. Have I been a news reporter who has been in line with everyone, covering the story, asking them what bargain they were looking for? Yes. Have I personally stood in line to go shopping? The answer is no. But in this age of online shopping, Cyber Monday is more my jam, because I do like to sit back, relax, have a cup of coffee, you know, and do my shopping that way.
Quick note, if you are going to be one of those folks that's out shopping today, remember, shop local. It makes a big difference, and it's always important.
There's always Small Business Saturday, too. A lot of the small businesses, I know Carytown always promotes that, so it's really, really special. You want to make sure that you support local
And
business.
You get the spirit by doing that, too. Yeah,
you do.
Very good. All right, folks, we have to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Good morning, sunshines. That is each and every one of you joining us this morning. I must say happy Friday. We hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving day. Thank you for tuning in today to Watch Virginia This Morning. I'm Amy Lacey.
And I'm Bill Bevins. Being here is really a highlight of my day. We look forward to visiting with you each and every day. We always have a good time, and hopefully there'll be enough turkey for a turkey sandwich left when I get home today.
I have a feeling there will be plenty of leftovers in a lot of homes out there. So if they don't have it at home.
Turkey stew, turkey hash, turkey.
Well, our friend Shane Rogers, a friend of the show, yesterday was on, prepared a turkey hash that is excellent. I can tell you, I had some samples of it.
Took some notes, and the recipes on our website.
Yep, virginiathismorning.com.
There we go. All right, folks, here's a quick preview of some of what's actually coming up on today's show.
Dave Parker is going to take us along and share a preview of the James River Bateau Festival. It is the latest installment in his Discover with Dave series.
And historically, Black Friday has been the biggest shopping day of the year. Holiday shoppers for gifts kicks into high gear today. We'll talk with a consumer tech expert who shares what's hot this season and what some people want to see under their Christmas tree this year.
And of course, as they say in the infomercial, there's more, but you have to stay tuned.
All right, here's a brief history of Black Friday. According to Wikipedia, Black Friday has evolved over decades. In 1869? 1869, the United States saw a dramatic plunge in gold prices. Then fast forward to the 1950s when the term became used in American retail. So, okay, traditionally Black Friday is the busiest shopping day of the year in the U.S., followed by Cyber Monday.
There you go. It is the season for shopping. Invest 529 and CBS 6 are proud partners in presenting Battle of the Brains every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. This week, Jamestown High School will face off against Great Bridge High School. And now, here's your chance to play.
Ooh. Answer the following question correctly for your chance to win an Invest 529 account worth $529. Here is today's question. What is the annual contribution limit for Invest 529? A, no specific annual limit. B, $1,000. C, $10,000. D, one piggy bank full. Submit your answer now at wtvr.com/BOB for your chance to win. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Virginia This Morning. Folks, the James River used to be key in moving goods and people across Virginia. Now, there's a way you can get an up-close experience of what that might have looked like. This morning, Dave Parker takes us on a bateau tour, on this week's Discover with Dave.
This segment is sponsored by Rockingham Insurance.
When you begin a story by saying, "once upon a time," it usually means that something happened long ago yet no longer does. That is not the case in this story. Once upon a time, in 1775, on the James River, the first bateau was launched. Used to carry goods and people, it was a long wooden flat boat powered by poles and had a unique ability to move up and down the river. Yet by the mid-1800s, their use had dwindled. But now, the bateaux are floating once again. The annual James River Bateau Festival is a 120-mile trip from Lynchburg to just west of Richmond, spotlighting how important these boats once were. The newest chapter of the Bateau story features two friends, both named Will. Alumni of the festival, they decided to build their own boat, the Morning Dew. At 45 feet long, the gaps between the boards are filled with what's called oakum, hemp fibers that they soak in pine tar. Yes, it's impressive that they built this, but the best part is, they'll take you for a ride. The James River Bateau Company gives 2-hour tours on the James out of Scottsville, April to November. My friend Rob and I have floated much of the James together, so it was nice to have someone else do the paddling, or in this case, poling. As you float along the tree-lined banks, being navigated between rocks and eddies, you can enjoy your own beverages along with a complimentary charcuterie board and music by one of the Wills. That this all happens atop a handmade recreation of a long-past means of transport makes this tour even more unique.
I think my favorite thing about running a bateau out here is getting people out on the water that would have no other opportunity to be out here and introducing them to a part of our history here in Central Virginia that really unlocks the key to understanding our area better.
In Scottsville, I'm Dave Parker.
Dave, thanks for sharing that fun adventure with us. For home, auto, and farm insurance, give Rockingham Insurance a call at 800-434-7736 or visit rockingham.insure to find a local agent. All right, Amy, we're going to paddle over to you.
All right, thank you, Bill. Mark your calendars for Saturday, December 7th. The 41st Annual Dominion Energy Christmas Parade returns to Richmond along Broad Street. You will see fun and festive floats, giant helium balloons, high school and college marching bands, superheroes, and legendary Santa. They'll all be making their way from the Science Museum of Virginia down to 7th Street. 2024 Team USA member, Olympic swimmer and medalist Charlie Swanson, who's a Richmond native, will serve as this year's Grand Marshal. If you're looking for something that's fun for the entire family, you may want to put this on your list of things to do.
This segment is sponsored by Illuminate Light Show and Santa's Village.
There are so many fun and exciting things to do here in Central Virginia this time of year, one of them being the Illuminate Light Show in Santa's Village. Our friend Scotty Lane joins us this morning with all the details and some of the fun things you can expect this season. Always good to see you. That
Good to
means
see you, sir.
We're in it now. Boy.
Oh, yeah.
It's time for some fun. This show, I think, for a lot of families is a Christmas tradition. This is something people have done from day one, which is 11
years.
11 years
yeah,
now.
this will be our 11th year.
And you guys do such a great job with this. And I know that a lot of work goes into it. And, you're finishing the final testing now and do that. Is there something new this year? Or
We have quite a few things this year. It's new.
Cool.
We've got a couple new trees. Then we've also got what we call moving heads. And some new songs.
Yeah.
So,
you're kind of like the guy that decorates his house every year. You're that guy on steroids. Thousands and thousands and thousands of lights and things changing and all of that. Have you got the latest count on this?
we're roughly a little over 3 million lights.
Only 3 million?
Yeah, only 3 million.
It's like, oh, check that one. That's why you have to start a little bit early. One of the things I mentioned that families love this, and it's the price, because it's so reasonable to do this, and it's per car still,
Per car,
right?
yes. Yes, it is.
So you put everybody in there?
Up to 9 people for $30. Okay.
Well, if your family's bigger than 9, you need a second.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So, we've got a full price list on our website.
It's really economical to do the whole family, and because you're going to be there a while. This is not a rush job that you're doing. You take your time and enjoy yourself.
Take your time, enjoy the lights. At the end of the show, we have Santa's Village. There's so many things in there for everybody to do. We've got some new vendors coming in this year.
Nice.
We don't want to spoil the surprise for everybody, but we've got a lot of new vendors coming in.
We're going to look at video of all of this. One of the things that you do as you drive through is the lights and the music are synchronized, and I don't even know how that's done, and I don't know if you can even explain that to me, but it works.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, it works.
Correct.
And that's a really cool feature of this, and I know that a lot of work goes into this. Let's talk some hours here. It is open from 5:30, which it is dark now at 5:30, every night through December 31st, rain or shine, including all holidays.
Yes. Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, we're open. 5:30 to 10.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Obviously, you're at the same location again this year.
Location.
Yeah. So this is, like I started out saying, I think a lot of families look forward to this every year. And, you know, if you've been doing it 11 years, the little kids have gotten bigger now, and then you've got the little brothers and sisters, and they can tell them all about it and get out there. And then Santa's Village, as you mentioned, at the end of the ride, through all the lights and the music and all the things that are going on over there, you go over to Santa's Village. There's vendors there. There's the big guys there.
Santa's.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a lot of fun, too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I look forward to seeing you every year, like I said, again, at the beginning, because it means we are into the season. You've been out there. You've been connecting cords and plugging things in and doing testing and making sure the music sounds good. Thanks for doing it again this year, man.
Problem. Thank y'all.
We always look forward to this. This is one of the highlights. See what I did there? Highlights of the season. The 11th annual season of Illuminate Light Show kicks off now through December 31st, happening 5:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. Meadow Event Park. That's at 13,111 Dawn Boulevard right there in Doswell. Cost is still only $30 per vehicle. And if you need some more information, visit the website illuminatelightshow.com or connect with them on social media. Scotty's got some more light bulbs to go check. We'll be right back with more Virginia This Morning in just a few minutes. All right, folks, welcome back. How do you classify your actions when it comes to an uncomfortable disagreement with someone? Do you take it all in and then calmly address it? Or are you impulsive and just jump right in there? In this segment, Amy connected with a mental toughness expert who talks about why you should respond versus react in a challenging situation. This is a very interesting conversation, and we want to share it with you again.
Sometimes in the heat of the moment, human reaction is to respond quickly to the situation. And then after the dust settles, you may end up regretting that decision. Our great friend, mental toughness expert, author, and former United States Marine Eric Rittmeyer is here to talk about how we can learn to respond versus react. Thank you for coming in today.
Amy, so happy to be here. Thanks for having me back.
What is the difference between reacting and responding?
Yeah, most people hear that and it sounds like the same thing, right? So here's the difference between the two. We're emotional creatures. We're hardwired to feel first and think later. Most of us go through life reacting to situations. It's very emotion-based. Something happens, we react. Responding is when we're able to process information logically and then have a more appropriate response to the situation. As opposed to flying off the handle, doing something we're going to regret, we learn to respond. We process the information and then we say, you know what, I should probably sit on this for a second and then have a proper response to the situation.
What about those uncomfortable situations or maybe scenarios that aren't that familiar to us? Is there a way that you can sort of rehearse for when that comes to play?
That's actually a awesome way you word it, and yes, you can, most certainly. It's kind of like being on a diet, right? So if you're going to a party, you know there's tons of food there, you eat before you go. You get your head of lettuce, you drink your water, you go there. You don't eat as much when you're there. Same thing when you get put in these situations where you know you're going to be dealing with people. The holidays are coming up. We get put in these situations with the cousin Eddies who come into town and try to stoke you. You have to mentally prepare for these things so you can go through the scenarios and say to yourself, okay, if this happens, this is how I'm going to respond. That way when somebody says something, you don't automatically fly off the handle.
Something that with my work, I've learned to be a very active listener, and that's not something that is natural for a lot of people. Even myself, you have to really learn how to listen and stay in the moment. How can being a listener help in these kinds of situations where you maybe are going to react or respond?
Yeah, in TV world, you all are so good at that. And here's the issue. It takes a ton of practice. Yep. Here's why. We're hardwired to, when we're listening to somebody, when they're talking, we're only listening long enough to formulate our response. So we're listening with the intent to reply, as opposed to listening with the intent to understand. If we're truly trying to hear what someone's saying, we're processing that information. We don't wait for this microsecond break in the conversation to jump back with the reply. We listen truly with the intent to understand. When we do that, the other person feels like they're being heard. In hostile situations, it works really well, because ultimately all that person wants, just make me feel like you're listening to me. Don't have to agree, make me feel like you're listening to me. Most people in normal communication, we're only listening long enough to formulate that response. Everything else is Charlie Brown talk.
Why did you decide to bring this to raise awareness about it, the reacting versus responding? What in your work made you realize that this needed to be more of a conversation?
It's the emotional piece, Amy. So emotion and logic are inversely related. Emotion goes up, logic goes down. Logic goes up, emotion goes down. When you get so overcome in emotion that you can't think logically, I call this emotional intoxication. You're just incapable of logical thought processes. My obsession with this began once I recognized that we're all human. We all go through this. We all experience this. We all get fueled. We all say things and do things we regret. Why not try to convey the message to people to say, hey, you have the ability to control these things. You just have to be educated on it. Our school system doesn't teach us this. We're taught to shut off the emotion, ignore it, suppress it, deny it. These are all things that are impossible, as opposed to learning to recognize it, then control it.
How can we find that balance?
It's
with the
not
reacting and responding.
It all starts with knowing the triggers, knowing when something's been said, knowing when something's been done. As soon as that happens, if we can recognize internally, if we're self-aware enough to be like, okay, what just happened triggered me emotionally? What I'm getting ready to say and do, I have to be very careful of, because I'm probably going to act in a way that's not normal. So once you know you're in an emotional state of mind, instead of trying to ignore it, which you can too, you can just learn to now control it and use it in a positive manner to build deeper relationships, to not get into a fist fight when you're stopped at a stoplight because somebody's tailgating you. Not difficult stuff, but we get no training on it.
You said that key phrase too, that self-awareness, because sometimes it's just a matter of stepping back and almost having an out-of-body experience and just seeing what you do and maybe issues that come up when you react versus respond.
This is Emotional Intelligence 101. It's self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, social skill. The awareness piece is so critical, especially in a society where I think most people have no clue. They're not aware at all. They say and do things that they don't understand, might upset other people, might offend other people, might trigger other people. And then the regulation piece is once you're aware, then you have to regulate. It's difficult to do. Anyone can learn. That's the great thing about emotional intelligence. It's not like IQ. You're born smart or not smart. I'm not a smart person. I wasn't born that way. But I can learn how to better communicate with people. We can all learn these skills that translate really well into at-home relationships, also at work relationships.
You mentioned too that, you know, like culturally in schools we're told to suppress emotion. We're taught all of these different things. You can unteach yourself in a way, and you can learn to do it in an effective way.
You sure can, especially as men, as boys. This is something that's a major broken system. Boys are taught to not express how they feel. We need to give them an emotional vocabulary, this feelings vocabulary, to help them understand 100% of your feelings are okay. For you, for me, for everyone, regardless of age. Every emotion's okay. It's how we respond to them that's important. So instead of trying to teach people something that's impossible to do, which is to suppress, let's teach them to learn and then express it accordingly so they don't put themselves in the bad situations.
This all is mental toughness. I can see why you're an expert in it. Thank you so much for coming in today, Eric. This is really important information that we can take today and we can apply it as the days go on.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful information.
Appreciate it.
For more information, just visit our show website by early this afternoon. Check out virginiathismorning.com and stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. You know we love seeing all the fun and exciting things that you've been up to.
Please continue to share them with us so we can share them right here during Everywhere You Are.
Let's go to where Brandy Lindsay was in Washington County, Virginia. Took this beautiful scenery shot. Wow, that's absolutely gorgeous. That area went through extensive flood damage, but you can see just how absolutely gorgeous it is.
Thank you very much for sending that in. And Paul Huddleston recently painted his room green and gold, a nod to his time at Henrico High School from 1988 to 1992. Wow, good job. Look at that.
That is some school pride right there. Having fun with your family, friends, and pets. We like to share in the adventures while staying connected to you.
Please send us a high-resolution JPEG image or video to our Virginia This Morning Facebook or Instagram page, or you can email us at virginiathismorning@wtvr.com.
The Let's Make a Deal Scratcher is the latest one from the Virginia Lottery. CBS 6 and the Virginia Lottery are giving 4 lucky contestants a chance to win a $100 Scratcher prize pack.
For more information, just visit the link that you see right there on your screen right now, and be sure to tune in Monday, December 2nd between 9 and 10 a.m. when we will announce the third winner, and good luck.
Okay, can you believe it? Christmas arrives in 26 days. Whether you're an early bird shopper or you like to wait until Christmas Eve, there's some popular hot ticket items available this year. Recently, our Evan Armour spoke with a consumer tech expert, and here's what she had to say.
How's your holiday shopping list coming along? Black Friday and Cyber Monday offer some of the deepest discounts of the holiday season, especially this year. Joining us now with all the inside scoop on this year's biggest deals is Tech Life guru Jennifer Jolly. Good morning, Jennifer. Always great having you here on Virginia this morning. Thanks for being with us again.
Thank you so much for having me.
What do we know about this shopping season? Are we going to have another record-breaking year?
Are we ever? It turns out that wage growth is outpacing inflation, and the average American plans to spend a record-shattering $2,000 on presents this year. Still, everyone's looking for best value and a great deal, and tech makers, well, they are here for it. Starting with Samsung's Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra. This is one of the best new AI everything tablets that I have seen, with its big, sharp, impressive 14.6-inch no-glare anti-reflective screen and sleek design. Well, it really hides the fact that it's a super rugged tablet handling drops, spills, and our real lives on the go. Also, the S10's built for AI. It has all these features like Note Assist and Sketch to Image, which really takes productivity and creativity to the very next level. Holiday specials here include up to $200 off, plus up to $800 off with eligible trade-ins, $1,000 off one of the hottest new tablets of the year. Yes, please.
That's something that I think just about everyone on the list will enjoy. I know something for my own personal list. I'm shopping for people who want to get into fitness, thinking about health, maybe some exercise buffs. Do you have anything in that realm of presents?
I just happen to have one right here. Hydro, one of my favorite fitness gadgets, just launched an exclusive holiday edition core rower. They call it the grab and row deal because it comes loaded with 30 self-guided rows through stunning destinations from Japan to Rio de Janeiro and all points in between. But get this, you don't have to have a membership. You just grab and row. It's a smoking deal for anyone needing a high energy, low impact, full body strength and cardio workout that you can do at home in about 20 minutes a day. This is my actual Hydro. I was an early adopter way back in 2020, and both my husband and I still use it 3 to 4 days a week. This comes in at just under $2,000. That's a little less than I bought it for.
That looks fun. That looks like it's going to be put to great use, but also a fun way to kind of get out there and get your exercise in.
Yeah, exactly. It's so nice just to do it at home too.
Absolutely. What else caught your eye this year? You always have so many great ideas.
Well, take a look at the really small little ring battery doorbell right on the front of the table here. This brings a bunch of new awesome upgrades, but also at a really low price point. It brings head-to-toe HD video, a much wider field of view to capture more space and spot more packages, an enhanced color night vision, and 23% longer battery life than the previous generation. That means you should be able to, or might even be able to go a whole entire year before needing to recharge it up quickly. Best part, it is 40% off this Black Friday and Cyber Monday, coming in at just under $60. I'm going to take 2.
I'll take the other 2. That's perfect. I feel like the older I get, the more I appreciate like a great gift for the home. That is a fantastic one, something that I need on my list. Anything else that you think like everyone watching needs to have this for their own home?
Yeah, home must-haves are the biggest or second biggest category overall in tech this year. And this is another one. It's the Jackery 2000 V2. This is an ultra compact solar generator that holds enough power to keep the lights on, run small appliances like your refrigerator, not that that's a small one, even your microwave. Should the power go out, You can also use it to charge your gadgets, power a CPAP machine, a small fan, or a space heater. It offers incredible backup power whenever you need it. And, okay, listen to this, get the pen ready. It's almost half price on Amazon if you use the code Jennifer001 from Black Friday through Cyber Monday. So my name gives you almost $1,000 off.
Wow, that is a fantastic deal and something that everyone can put to good use, every family. Speaking of getting deals, I feel like especially this time of year, we're all thinking about shopping, but it's hard to tell like when you're actually getting a great deal. What are some of the things that you look out for to know like, yes, you are getting your most bang for your buck?
Well, I can tell you one thing, you are not getting the biggest bang for your buck unless you're using price tracking tools and deal aggregators. And this is one that I talk about every year, and it just keeps getting better. It's called Slick Deals. This is where millions of shoppers work together to vet and vote up the top deals from big names like Amazon and Walmart, so you know you're getting genuine savings on everything from toys to electronics. You can also use it to browse coupons and create deal alerts based on specific keywords, so you get a notification when there's a deal that hits your savings sweet spot.
Perfect. You are always in the know. Where would you send folks for some more information or if they want to check out some more details about any of the things you showed us today?
Head straight to my website at techish, techish.com. We have links for everything in there. Make sure you won't forget those codes.
Jennifer Jolly, you are fantastic. Thank you so much. And thanks again for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And we'll share that link on our show website. Just head to virginiathismorning.com.
Welcome back to our Friday edition of Virginia This Morning. If you can't watch our show live and want to stay up to date with our segments, you can visit virginiathismorning.com anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There are other options too, such as viewing one of our apps on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Android TV channels. Now, if you need the app, just visit the App Store on your device and search WTVR Richmond. It's absolutely free.
This segment is sponsored by the Bazaar Bazaar.
The Bazaar Bazaar is your one-stop shop this holiday season. The perfect place to get in the holiday spirit and find the perfect gift for your family and friends. Joining us today with a preview of what to expect at this year's event is Buff Ramsey. So great to see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited about the show this year because it is under new ownership, but it's still in the same family.
Absolutely, yes. Alice Siegel, our fearless leader, started the business back in 1975. And she has led us through to today. Her daughter has taken ownership from her as she decides to step back and enjoy a little time at home. And we're really excited. It's kind of a new chapter for our show, and it ensures that it will continue to be a Richmond shopping tradition for many years to come.
1975 to now, that is quite a run just so far. And what I love about the Bazaar Bazaar is that it is the same concept each year, but it somehow continues to evolve to be a different version of itself.
Absolutely. It's really kind of cool. You know, obviously, when it started, it was a small entity. Alice had a bunch of friends who were making different items, and she just said, you know, I don't really feel like doing that, but I can get all my friends together in a room and invite a whole bunch of people over, and maybe we can all make some money. And that concept grew and grew to become what we all know as the Bazaar Bazaar today. And it is always just a really exciting event with new exhibitors every year. They're exclusive to our show. You're not likely to see them any other places or events in the area. And it's something that we really take pride in, how we find the exhibitors and how they find us.
And what is wonderful about it too is that it's at the Richmond Raceway Complex, and you can just walk and walk and walk and walk, and you have this endless almost lines of exhibitors.
Absolutely. We have over 375 exhibitors and 500 some odd booth spaces in 4 buildings at the Raceway Complex. And one of the best things about it is the parking is free.
Oh my goodness, parking free.
Yes.
That is amazing. That's
Not much
always
free
a win.
out there anymore.
Always a win during the holiday season.
Yep.
You had mentioned that there are a lot of exclusive vendors. Who are some of the exhibitors that folks can check out whenever they're there?
Oh gosh, we have pretty much anything you can think of: jewelry, clothing, gourmet foods, a lot of artists and crafters. One of my favorite is Anne Von Designs. She does hand-designed jewelry, beautiful, beautiful things with fine gemstones, semi-precious jewels. We have several artists. Eliza Askins, who happens to be local, she does pen and ink drawings of Richmond landmarks. She has been with us for, gosh, over 20 years, and we love having her every year. We do have some people who come from far afield. We have an exhibitor out of Nashville, the Plate Lady. She makes birdhouses out of old license plates,
Wow.
among other things, keychains, and really, really fun things. We have some authors, which is new to us, children's book authors, crime, mystery, thriller author. Pretty much a little bit of something for everybody. Clothing, Julie's Boutique from Charlotte has, she's kind of our flagship, right in the center of Building 1. Love her. Most of the things I wear around the holidays are from Julie's because I always find something new at each show.
So there are so many unique gets, if you will, while you're
Absolutely.
there. But it can also be a unique shopping experience. It's not one size fits all because you have preview events, you have early bird specials, and more.
Absolutely, yes. So we're really happy to support Operation Healing Forces. They are the nonprofit organization that puts on our preview night shopping event, which is on Wednesday evening from 4:30 to 9. It's an opportunity to shop early. There's less crowds, which is always lovely, and it's raising money for Operation Healing Forces, which is an important cause that supports Special Forces military veterans who are returning from deployment. In addition to that, we have early bird hours for the person who wants to get a jump on the shopping. That is on Thursday and Friday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And that is, again, an opportunity to get a jump on the shopping and hopefully beat the crowds. And then, of course, we have our general admission, which is Thursday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 7, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 to 5 on Sunday.
Well, it is wonderful. Thank you for helping us get into the holiday spirit.
Absolutely.
Buff.
I love it every year.
What a wonderful way that we can sort of kick off the season and bring back a Richmond tradition.
Absolutely.
The Bazaar Bazaar is happening December 5th through the 8th at the Richmond Raceway Complex. For more information, give them a call at 804-673-7015 or visit the website, thebazaarbazaar.com. Visit the link on your screen, too, to purchase tickets. You can also connect with them on social media.
Morning breakfast muffins are such an easy go-to grab-and-go breakfast, but they're not the best way to start your day. They're usually filled with gluten, sugars, and a bunch of other unwanted ingredients. But today, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious and healthy, clean way to start your breakfast with these orange cranberry muffins that use real ingredients and are 100% grain-free. So let's get started. We're going to start by mixing our wet ingredients together, and I've got some eggs, and I've got some milk, and you can use dairy-free milk if you want to make these dairy-free. And I've got some fresh squeezed orange juice. And for our sweetener, we're going to be using maple syrup. You can also use honey if you would like. And I've got a little bit of grass-fed butter, but you can use coconut oil and vanilla extract and orange extract. And we also use a little bit of orange zest here. And that's it. That's going to be our wet ingredients. So I'm just going to use a whisk and go ahead and get these combined here. You don't need to overly mix it because we're going to be putting this all into our stand mixer here in just a second. And we'll go ahead and scoot over to that. Now, again, for our flour, these are grain-free. So we're going to be using almond flour, and I've got 2 cups of almond flour there. A little bit of baking powder to give them a little rise, some cinnamon, and some sea salt. And that's it. That's all that's going to go into our muffins. So using my stand mixer, I'm going to give this just a quick mix of the dry ingredients. And now we're going to add in all those wet ingredients with our egg mixture. I'm just going to give it one more whisk. You do want to make sure that your egg yolks break and get into that mix a little bit, but again, no need to over mix it. So we'll go ahead and get this poured in here. And that's it. We're going to let this mix together. And once that's combined, we're going to go ahead and fold in our cranberries. Now I'm using fresh cranberries, and I recommend using fresh just because it's going to give it a really great flavor boost. You can use dry if you're in a pinch or don't have access to raw ones. And we're going to add in some pecans as well. So now that everything is mixed, I'm going to go ahead and lift my stand mixer here, and using a rubber spatula, we're just going to fold in our fresh cranberries and fold in our pecans. Now the pecans are totally optional, but I like it because it gives it a really nice crunch and texture. And I mean, in the morning, I think something with a lot of textures and crunch is always extra flavorful. So that's it. We're gonna go ahead and put these into our prepared muffin tins and put them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. I like to use a little cake tester that I pop in and make sure that it comes out clean, and that's when you know they're done. And our muffins are out of the oven. It smells so delicious, and they cook to a perfect 33 minutes. And look at how nice and fluffy they are, and the berries burst inside of it. I can't wait to bite into these. They're gonna be so full of flavor. And again, gluten-free, much healthier alternative to those store-bought muffins, and so easy to make. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. You can get this recipe on my blog, thetrailtohealth.com, and you can find other healthy and delicious recipes in my cookbook, Wandering Palette, which is also available on my website and Amazon as well.
Love the recipes you see on the show? Visit virginiathismorning.com. Click on the Recipes tab and find your favorites to try out on your own.
Welcome back to our Black Friday show. We certainly enjoyed spending the hour with you.
We want to say a big thank you to all of our guests today and each and every one of you. We leave you with a Christmas selection from the award-winning blues ensemble, the Bobby Black Hat Walters Band. You can make plans and ring in the new year with this talented band. The Bobby Black Hat New Year's Eve Blues Spectacular is December 31st, starting at 6:30 p.m. at the Kimball Theater in Williamsburg. We hope that you have a wonderful and safe weekend, and we will look forward to seeing you right back here on Monday morning. It all starts at 8:56 a.m. Happy Black Friday to you.
Look forward to it. See you Monday morning. We're very thankful for y'all.
Merry, Merry Christmas, baby. Oh, you sure did treat me nice. Merry, Merry Christmas, baby. Oh, you sure did treat me nice. Gave me a diamond ring for Christmas. Now I'm living in paradise. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Got good music on my radio. Yes, I'm feeling mighty fine. Got good music on my radio. I wanna hug and kiss you, baby, while standing neath the mistletoe. St. Nick came down the chimney about 3:30. Left all these pretty presents that you see before me. Merry, Merry Christmas, baby. Oh, you sure been good to me. I haven't had a drink this morning, but I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. Merry Christmas.